Today's in-flight summary lesson is straight and level. Remember, the horizon is a primary reference and the pilot should be looking at the horizon for the majority of the time. The distance between the nose of the aircraft and the horizon we call the attitude. Over time, you will learn what the straight and level attitude looks like for your aircraft type. We know the aircraft is straight and level when it is not climbing or descending, rolling to the right or left, or yawing left or right, meaning it is in balance. Eyes forward on the horizon. This is what straight and level looks like from the cockpit. As you can see, the wings are level with the horizon. We are maintaining a constant altitude and the aircraft is in balance. Training aircraft are inherently stable, and if the aircraft is trimmed correctly for straight and level flight, the pilot can take their hands off the controls and the aircraft will remain straight and level in smooth air. However, the atmosphere is rarely stable and wind and thermal activity will constantly disrupt straight and level flight and will require assistance from the pilot to maintain straight and level. We will now simulate the aircraft being disrupted from straight and level flight and how to correct it. Eyes forward on the horizon. Now we can see the nose pitching up and the gap between the nose of the aircraft and the horizon getting smaller. This indicates the aircraft is climbing. To return to level flight, gently move the control column forward until the aircraft returns to the straight and level attitude. Now we can see the aircraft pitching down and the gap between the nose of the aircraft and the horizon getting bigger. This indicates the aircraft is descending. To return to straight and level flight, we gently move the control column rearward until the aircraft returns to the straight and level attitude. Now we can see the aircraft rolling to the right. To correct, we gently move the controls to the left to return to wings level. Now we can see the aircraft rolling left. To correct, we gently move the controls to the right to return to wings level. Sometimes the aircraft may pitch and roll at the same time. The general rule is to roll the wings level with the horizon first, then adjust pitch to return to level flight. If the aircraft yaws to the right suddenly, we simply apply left rudder to return the aircraft to balance. If the aircraft yaws left suddenly, we apply the right rudder to return to balance. As well as using the horizon, we can use the instruments to determine if we are straight and level. When we are maintaining straight and level, the altimeter is stable and not moving. The vertical speed indicator reads 0. The wings are level with the artificial horizon and the compass is stable and not moving. The slip indicator ball will be situated between the two lines, meaning we are in balance and not yawing right or left. We can use the artificial horizon, altimeter, and vertical speed indicator to determine if we are maintaining level. Now we can see the altitude increasing and the vertical speed showing an increase in the rate of climb, which means we are climbing. In this instance, we gently move the controls forward to return to the level attitude. Now we can see the altimeter decreasing and the vertical speed showing an increase in the rate of descent, meaning we are descending. To correct, we gently move the controls gently rearward to return to the level attitude. We can use a compass and directional gyro to determine if we are rolling right or left. If the compass and directional gyro numbers are increasing, we are rolling right, and if the numbers are decreasing, we are rolling left. In relation to the slip indicator, if the ball is situated to the right of the two lines, we are yawing left, and we need to apply the right rudder to return the ball between the two lines to return to balanced flight. If the ball is located to the left of the two lines, the aircraft is yawing right, and we need to apply the left rudder to return to the ball between the two lines to return to balanced flight. The artificial horizon can be used to determine if the aircraft is climbing or descending, or rolling left or right, just like the natural horizon. Remember, the horizon is a primary reference and the instruments should be only used sparingly to ensure the aircraft is maintaining straight and level. When flying, we can use a geographical feature to fly towards or a heading on our compass to help maintain straight. It is important to ensure the aircraft is trimmed correctly for straight and level flight and there is no pressure on the control column. Remember, if you are maintaining straight and level flight and the controls want to move forward and the aircraft wants to pitch down, we have too much down trim and need to use the up trim to reduce the control column pressure. If the controls want to move rearward and the nose wants to pitch up, we have too much up trim and we need to select down trim to reduce the control column pressure. The pilot will need to constantly make minor variations to pitch, roll and yaw to maintain level flight. Over time, this will become instinctual. Now that we know how to identify and maintain straight and level flight, we'll now look at how to maintain straight and level flight at varying airspeeds. Remember that power plus attitude equals the aircraft performance. Eyes forward on the horizon. As a general rule, if we are increasing our speed while maintaining level flight, then power will need to be increased and the controls gently move forward to adopt a lower level attitude. If we are decreasing our speed while maintaining level, we'll need to decrease the power while moving the controls gently rearward to adopt a higher level attitude. We can use the instruments as a secondary indicator to ensure we are maintaining level once we change our airspeed. Remember to always trim the aircraft once the desired power setting, attitude and airspeed has been established and stabilized. We can also use flaps while maintaining level flight. It is important not to select the flaps above the flap limiting speed. This varies from aircraft to aircraft. Once we are maintaining level at an airspeed below the flap limiting speed, we can select the flap. You may need to adjust the power setting and attitude to maintain the same airspeed and altitude once the flaps have been selected. Trim the aircraft accordingly once the flaps have been selected and the power, attitude and airspeed has been stabilized. When retracting the flap, ensure to adjust the power and attitude to maintain level flight. Once the power, attitude and airspeed has stabilized, trim the aircraft accordingly. Please consult your aircraft operating handbook and flight instructor for more detail on the operational settings and limitations for straight and level flight for your aircraft type. Thanks for completing the straight and level in-flight summary video. We suggest completing the quiz at the end of this lesson to test your knowledge. Happy and safe flying, and see you next time on Go Fly Online.